Okay, I'm currently inside of In-N-Out, and I'm just sitting here, chilling, observing, reading this book right here by Rick Rubin. It's really good. And have you ever noticed that there's actually no music that plays in In-N-Out? You go to different places, some have music that's playing. There's actually no music here. I don't know if that's a thing of all In-N-Outs, but it's definitely what the current situation is right now at this In-N-Out. And I think I just can talk on. Yesterday, I had a strike of inspiration before I went to sleep. It was definitely around maybe 1:30 in the morning, 2 a.m. when I was reading this book by Rick Rubin, and just clarity just struck me like lightning. And the phrase connection artist came to mind. Connection artist, and I loved it. And I love it for several reasons. I love it because, number one, it's the word artist shows like this. Hey, there's no bounce in this. This is free flowing. One thing that I did not necessarily like so much, especially being a digital nomad and the nature of my business was about relationships, and with that, I have some people who are in my network who are some serious power players, people who have a tremendous amount of influence. And when I say influence, I don't mean like these people have like millions of followers or hundreds of thousands. I mean like these are people who you don't know, who the world doesn't really know, but these people have power, and these people know people who have power. And you want to at least be perceived with respect and be perceived as a professional, and with that comes an image, and with image comes ego, and with ego comes disconnect, and with disconnect comes strife within the self, and it makes you question like, hey, like, is that really worth it? Right? Is that really truly worth it? And I like the word artist because artist implies imperfection. Artist implies a constant work in progress. Artist implies expression, just constant expression with no bounds. There's no bounds to art, which I love. And connection artist. And that phrase it's not necessarily bounded to one definition. It's not like this is what this is, right? This is not a very specific kind of thing. And, there's different meanings behind that. There's the connection with me making connections with other people, between people or amongst people. There is the connection with me within myself, connection. There is the connection with me and others. There's the connection of different ideas. There's the connection of different people with different superpowers. There's the connection of different superpowers. And there's just so much. I asked a few people what do they think about it, and I got different answers from each and every single person, each and every single response, which is what I love, right? Which is what art is. Art is left up to the interpretation of the person, and I love that because I don't want to be rigid, because I am not rigid. And I'll tell you what, like this book really speaks to me, personally, because what I appreciate about Rick is he follows his interests and he follows what is inside. It's intuitive, what he feels like he knows, but at the same time there's no rushing of the process, and there's action, of course, and sometimes there may not be action. Sometimes there's just observation and awareness. And this is crazy because I've had this like lightning kind of moment twice in the last 72 hours with thinking about making a YouTube channel and to be able to give and to be able to make an impact. And then it's like, oh, today, like yesterday, it's like, oh, connection artist. Okay, well, I love that. That suits me. Like, okay, well, what's a tagline for that, right? Like, how would I actually describe that in a way where I can relay it to people where they can firmly understand it, and we could potentially take next steps together in terms of business or friendship, you know? And I was at the gym today, and I was just sitting and I was observing, just being present, being aware, and I'm like, you know, I'm even thinking about what's the tagline? What can the tagline be? What can the colors of the YouTube banner be? And I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let the lightning moment strike again. I'm not gonna force this. This is gonna be something that, you know, I'm gonna just continue to observe and, you know, just draw upon inspiration from what is around me, and just like the other two things have come to me, I'm gonna let this come to me as well. So it's really cool. It's really cool. I think it's really cool. And it's like, for me to have the freedom to be able to listen to my own inner voice is powerful. And I don't know how long it'll take. It might take a week, might take 2 weeks, might take a month, might be tonight, might be in an hour, might be in a couple minutes. I don't know. I don't know what that looks like. But I have intention, and I'm doing things my way, and I'm letting things flow through me my way. So it's really cool stuff. My number's probably going to be getting called here pretty soon, and I got some really cool stuff on the horizon for myself, specifically around health. I'm about to get some really amazing, just nutrient-dense health products in the next few days. So I can't wait to really heal myself physically. My mind's coming back. You know, yoga twice a day has been really, really helpful for that, and I'm excited just for my physical body to catch up, and at the same time accepting my physical body for where it's at. And my physical body is also really strong right now, you know. But you know, hey, let's not rush something, and also like, hey, let's not force something, and let's listen to ourselves, and you know, let's get back on that horse when we feel when we're ready. So I'm very grateful, very, 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 very grateful.